Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Greens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So UTEP's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They'll go right back to him. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Miners will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So North Texas offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Offense getting set for first down. Now on the option. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Texas.
Oh, what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He finds his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using the quick game. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Snap in the shotgun. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Trying to get to him. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Touch pass on the right. Inside the 25. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quick.
Into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Fast motion from the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended. So, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Goes to the option. Ripping through the defense. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on,
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left. And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score. Every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw if guys are open.
Off he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. And the Miners have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's caught. Knocked down for the tackle.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The sure hands, it's Valdez. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on it, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Miners will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. North Texas will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the Miners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. It's a draw. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, picked up a few before being brought down. Second down coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. The play action fake. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Miners are flying down the field. The give on the counter. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Hit as he throws. And the ball is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field positions.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
Touchdown, UTEP.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable.
And the pass is intercepted. Strikes the blow. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wide out in motion. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll try the right side. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run.
Touchdown, North Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Miners are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after that completion. The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Holds it in on the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Brings up 2nd down.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. North Texas in the hurry up. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his spot. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, UTEP! They jump on top here in OT.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Mean Green. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball 2nd, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball 2nd.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
And this offense is so difficult to stop, especially in this area of the field, because of this QB's running ability, whether it's between the tackles or on the perimeter on designed QB runs. They show it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on 1st down. Now rolling to the left. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, going to the air. A shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab. The desperation 4th down play, and this one is over. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.